Hi, good afternoon, welcome to TDCatTech and also to another episode of Goods In. Today I'm looking at the Retevis RT648 walkie-talkie, and I am kind of tempted to call it a wacky-talkie for the whole duration of this video. This is a spelling error that exists on this label, it exists on everything by the look of things to do with this walkie-talkie. They've decided to call it a wacky-talkie. I don't know, maybe that's the official product name for this. Anyway, this is the UK and Europe version of, I think, the RT48. It's really just a PMR446 walkie-talkie, nothing super exciting, but it is IP67, and I'll get onto that in another video where I'll do some testing of how good it is at its submersion ratings, because IP67, among other things, suggests that you should be able to submerge something in up to 1 meter of water for 30 minutes or something, and it should work fine. So yeah, it's a PMR446 walkie-talkie, 0.5 of a watt. The box is really nice and simple, and it actually comes exactly like this. There's nothing in, at least when I got it, there's nothing in plastic bags or anything. It's a lovely, simple layout inside the box, really nice and easy to get to. So you've got your USB charger here. So they've kind of updated this model from the last versions I've seen. They've made it like a nicer, it's just a slightly nicer design. And this is, yeah, just a simple USB charger. Plug it in. I'm going to try that with a power bank in a second because I'm interested to know whether or not this works with a power bank. You have your battery here, which if I just zoom in on it, there's the spec of the battery. It's 3.7 volts and 1200 milliamp hour, which is a fairly disappointing rating because if I feel the weight of this battery, well, I've already weighed this battery, it's 69 grams. And I would have kind of hoped that this would have contained more, because if you take a listen, there's loads of space in here. There's clearly, I'm not going to crack this open or anything, but there's loads of room in here. You could have put 2 cells packed side by side. Not sure the reason for that. Maybe there's expansion batteries you can buy or something that makes it kind of a reason to upgrade. But yeah, so only 1200 milliamp hour. I haven't done any battery testing on it, obviously, because I'm opening the box here for the first time. And this is the belt clip, so standard stuff. I don't seem to have any screws for that, however. Are screws in the bottom of there? No. Okay, maybe this has been opened before. It would give that impression, wouldn't it? The fact that nothing's in a plastic bag and I don't have any screws for that belt. Are they on there? Oh, apologies. Apologies. They are on here, so you can just take them out of their fittings there, and they're already on there. Silly me. Okay, so this is IP67, so you notice the difference here is that you've got your kind of full water sealing here around the battery terminals, which is of course necessary, and they've gone with this type of speaker mic solution, which I'm not sure if I'll be able to open with my thumbnail. I don't think I can. Let me just grab something for that. All right, so here we go. Let's just get in here. Not a perfect screwdriver for it, but these are, of course, really nice watertight terminals. Ports, I think is probably the right word for them. And this, I've seen this on Retevis products before. I don't know if it's just on their IP67 range or whether this is something Retevis are moving to. So I've seen it on this device, which is the RT82. They, of course, use it. A little bit more botchy here. It's a bit more kind of just open PCB. You can see the kind of dents on the gold there. This looks a little bit more kind of sturdy, so that's good to see. And the difference there, of course, is that it requires an accessory that's like this. So if you're going to be using a microphone with it, let me zoom out a bit. If you're going to be using a microphone with it like this, then you're going to need one like this. And of course your programming cable needs to be different, so you need one of these type of programming cables to use on this device versus your standard kind of Kenwood type programming cable, and equally your standard Kenwood style microphone. So these are no good to you on this device. You're going to need that alternative kit. So first impressions, well, it's really nicely real sturdy body. I mean, look at the size of the thing. Let me just zoom out on my camera here to try and fit the whole thing in. It's a bit of a beast, but the case feels wonderful. I mean, the fact that you can buy something that feels as sturdy and as well made as this for like 30 quid or less than that, £28, is just incredible. I mean, it is quite a chunk though.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9.
There's our guy with the standard voice. A little bit different, actually. They seem to be different on every single one. And I'm just going to compare this and put it side by side with my trusty XT420, the Motorola XT420, which is a pretty big radio in itself. This is a bit of a beast, really. And it's quite a bit smaller than the Retevis RT648. This is a big radio. And again, something even more, the Retevis RT22 there, the nice slim RT22. Bit of a difference between those two. So yeah, it's a PMR 16 channel 446, so it includes those extra frequencies that were opened up in 2018, I think, so not that long ago. But it is the full 16 channels. And let's take a look at how this comes programmed out of the box. You can, of course, reprogram it, but if reprogramming the radio is not your thing, let's have a look at how it comes programmed out of the box. All right, so I've got my scanner here on the right-hand side, just scanning the full PMR 446 band. So let's just press push to talk on channel 1. And we can see that we got a CTCSS of 114.8, which I assume will be probably the same up across the first 8.
2, 4, 5, 7, 8.
Yep, so the first 8 channels are 114.8.
9.
So when we get to channel 9, okay, we're now on a DCS of 026S. So that's channel 9. Let's go right up to 16. And 16 is still the same, 26. So they're the 2 configurations that this comes with out of the box, DCS 26S and CTCSS 114.8. Now, it won't necessarily make too much difference, but of course it will if you're using this with other radios that you're also unable to program. But I think most people who are going to be using these will have some facility to reprogram them. So let's just take a quick look around the radio itself. Zoom in nice and close for this, do a nice up close and personal look at the radio. Well, the buttons on top are very nice, really sturdy, really clear, nice bright orange there. I think if this will focus, yes it will, there we go. Really nice bright orange on the buttons. And just a simple LED which lights up when you press push to talk, and I'm assuming it lights up when it receives, but I'm not sure I've got anything programmed to receive on that frequency, on that exact frequency. Let me just try it. Hang on. No, it won't, because they're all broadcasting CTCSS. Okay, the mic is very clearly marked here. It's a very loud speaker, but it is a little bit tinny. It's a bit on the tinny side, but nice and nice volume on it. Push to talk button round the side here. Nice and simple to press. Can't miss that. Just a nice little micro switch. And then 2 buttons here. One currently programmed for scan and one for monitor. So if I just turn it up here and press this button. You can monitor there, and if you press that, it'll just start scanning. Fairly standard stuff still. Little clip here for a lanyard, and just on the other side, our standard multi-pin port. And that's it. That's all there is to it. It's just a standard 16-channel PMR 446 radio. So this is the RT648, he says, looking at the box. And yeah, this is what really makes this a little bit different is the fact, of course, that it's IP67. So if you require that really extra bit of protection, then this is for you, something you can drop into water and it will survive. And also if you require that really rugged case, if you're going to have people using it that don't mind something a little bit larger and you want something that's a little bit tougher, this is the one for you. It does bump the price up a bit because you're talking now £28 per radio. Usually with Retevis products, you can probably get £28 for a pair of radios. But it's a tougher radio. There's no doubt about that. It is just tough in every respect. This aerial doesn't come off, by the way, and again, I assume that's because, well, they probably don't want it to, but also because of water sealing here. Keeps everything sealed. So stay tuned. I'm going to do another video where I do a water test on this and see whether it does indeed survive for 30 minutes in the water. So thanks very much again to Retevis for sending this over to me to test out. And let me know your comments. Let me know what you think of this radio. Is there really anything differentiating this from another PMR446 radio? Do you like the Retevis stuff? I'll put links to this in the description below. If you would like to support the channel, then please do use those. If not, that's fine too. And I will speak to you soon. Catch you later. Bye.